Dollar General has more locations in America than McDonald's. Let that sink in. 18,000 stores. And they didn't get there by accident. They got there by targeting the most financially vulnerable people in the country and making sure those people had nowhere else to turn. This isn't a story about cheap snacks. This is a story about corporate engineering, and the victims are millions of American families who never saw it coming. Dollar stores started picking up steam in the 1980s, but the real explosion happened after 2000. Since then, the number of dollar stores has grown by over 300%. Traditional grocery stores couldn't come close to that growth rate. While supermarkets were closing, dollar stores were opening 2 or 3 new locations every single day. By 2023, Dollar General alone operated over 18,000 stores. Family Dollar and Dollar Tree together add another 16,000 on top of that. That's over 35,000 dollar store locations across America, more than any other retail chain in history. Now here's where the strategy gets deliberate. Dollar stores don't open just anywhere. They have a very specific target. According to the Institute for Local Self-Reliance, 75% of dollar stores are located in communities where the median household income is below $40,000 a year. They're not building in wealthy suburbs. They're building in neighborhoods where people are already struggling, already stretched thin, already desperate for any option that saves them a few dollars. And once they're in, the damage starts immediately. The Food Research and Action Center found that for every dollar store that opens in a neighborhood, nearby local grocery stores see declining sales, and many close entirely. Think about what that means. The dollar store moves in, the real grocery store closes. Now the only option left is the dollar store. That's not competition, that's a trap. And the people caught in that trap are real families. A 2022 Pew Research study found that nearly 60% of dollar store customers are families with children. And a staggering 92% of dollar store customers report using these stores for their groceries, not as a supplement, as their primary food source. These aren't people choosing dollar stores for fun. They're people who have been left with no other choice. Now let's talk about what they're actually getting for their money, because this is where the fraud angle gets sharp. Dollar stores advertise low prices, but the Consumer Federation of America found that products at dollar stores frequently come in smaller package sizes with less product, while appearing to offer a deal. You think you're buying a bargain, you're actually buying less for the same relative cost. And the food itself? A 2021 report found that dollar stores overwhelmingly stock processed, high-sodium, high-sugar products. Fresh produce is almost non-existent. Meat is rare. What fills the shelves is cheap, shelf-stable food that keeps people fed but doesn't keep them healthy. The communities hit hardest by this are already dealing with higher rates of diabetes and heart disease. Dollar stores aren't helping that. They're making it worse, and they know it. Here's the part that should make you angry. Dollar General's annual revenue in 2023 was over $37 billion. $37 billion extracted primarily from low-income communities with engineered dependency. Their profit margins are built on the fact that their customers can't leave. The CEO of Dollar General, Todd Vassos, publicly stated that the company sees economic downturns as a growth opportunity. When people get poorer, Dollar General gets richer. They're not just surviving on desperation, they're counting on it, they're planning for it. Several cities have tried to fight back. Tulsa, Oklahoma passed zoning restrictions to limit new dollar store openings, so did Birmingham, Alabama. Lawmakers in multiple states have introduced bills to regulate dollar store expansion in food deserts. But Dollar General's lobbyists are well funded and the pushback has been fierce. For now, the stores keep opening. The cycle keeps spinning. Here's what this actually is at its core. Dollar stores identified a market of people who had been abandoned by employers, by banks, by grocery chains that didn't see profit in their zip codes. And instead of filling that gap honestly, they filled it in a way that guaranteed those communities would stay dependent and stay poor. That's not retail, that's a predatory business model, dressed up as a discount. The hook was the price tag, the trap was everything else. If you want to stay ahead of the corporations and con artists that are quietly draining everyday Americans, follow this channel. New financial crime investigations drop every week, and the next one might be about a scam happening in your own backyard.